Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Shining the Holy Ark, and we are here on this little corner of the aborigine forest, and this is where you go to get to the mansion, just through this little odd corridor. You can see those eyes there looking at you. Those aren't eyes, those are just lights on the sides of the doors. Little lanterns. Come in and... yay bats! Walk up to the door, and we have a key. So let's use that key, and it opens the door for us. So now we are in the aborigine mansion. So there are two stories to this place, and we can't really go that way because those red doors are locked. So the only way we can go is, at least downstairs, is this way. So we're going to go over this way. And this is kind of silly because there's really not much we can do here either. But, like we can go up here and there's just a very large room. And check the clock pendulum. And we will find it's a leprechaun. Come on, you can go faster. I know you can. You're taking forever there, Billy. I don't think there is a fairy named Billy. If there is, I'm going to laugh because I don't remember that being a thing. But leprechaun named Zircon. So we have another leprechaun ally on our side. Alright, so let's go look around the rest of this floor. There's only so much we can do. And I don't know what it is about the mansion, but our movement becomes kind of stiff. It's weird. I don't know why it does this, but the movement definitely gets a little funky. And hey, look, a twin head. There's all sorts of new enemies here, and we fight a twin head. So give me 1 second. All right, so that was kind of a joke, and we found a steel glove. I think we already have one of those. Yep, steel glove. So we can sell that one along with the key, because we no longer need that. And we can come up here, and there's another set of stairs going up, and then a locked door there that we can't get into. There's going to be a lot of locked doors, so... in fact, I think there's a locked door over here. And, hey look, new enemies! Poison moths. So, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they can poison. They can also die exceptionally well. So, with a group of 3, we're gonna throw out some AoEs. I haven't talked about this, but Rhodey's magic. He has the little spinny things around him, whereas Melody's magic is the little runes that shoot little things up in the air. So there's obviously a difference between Eastern and Western magics in this game, which I find to be really interesting. They never really talked about the differences between Eastern and Western culture in other Shining games, but it becomes a big deal in Holy Ark and Shining Force 3. And Melody levels up to 14 to get Antidote 2. That's going to be beneficial, I'm sure. And we have a treasure chest here that's got fairy powder. Woohoo! So we have Antidote level 2 in magic form and physical form. Alright, so now we need to go all the way back to the way we came. Which means we're probably going to get into another fight. Yep. And, oh crap, I really could have used the fairies on that one. These are mirages. They are upgrades to the ghosts. And I've I don't think I've ever fought 3 of them at a time. That's different. But, summons a lingering ghost, which I believe lowers our speed. It'll do damage and lower speed. Oh, nope, didn't do anything because it didn't stick. So that's good. We're just gonna keep AoEing these things to death because, yeah, not a fan of these guys at all. 10 points of damage. They're not terribly dangerous, but there are definitely some dangerous things in this mansion. This is where we can encounter chest ghosts, which is Holy Ark's equivalent of mimics. And they are the most frustrating thing I can imagine, because they can, and sometimes do, spam Soul Steal. So whether or not I will actually be fighting one of those on screen, probably not gonna happen, but unless I do a ton of power leveling here in the mansion, but alright, I was about to say, this should take the other 2 out. There we go. And Mirage Group A has been defeated. Let's heal, because they didn't do a lot of damage to us, but we did take some damage on the way here. So, and naturally your speed stats and everything like that return to normal after the battle, so if you do happen to lose speed due to some sort of effect like that. Alright, so we can go this way and fight some Reapers. So give me 1 second, I'll skip these guys because they're not new. So yeah, they were kind of there. Yeah. So we can go here, but this room is going to be special, because this is a room we'll have to come back to later. Because stuff's going to start acting really weird in this room, and we can't do anything until we get an item. So, stuff's going to start floating around. We need that book, but we don't want to pick up a possessed book, and, you know, the chair and everything. None of this is stuff we want to mess with, so we're going to let that just kind of continue to do its thing. And a single vampire bat. Alright, I'll just keep this one in because that's silly. Because he'll die in 2 hits. Alright, so vampire bat defeated. And then we can go into this door. And push this table all the way into the corner here. And it opens up a section of wall, because you can't have a mansion without hidden corridors. Now there's a treasure chest there, but it's a lie. So don't touch it. Just don't mess with it. You don't want to have anything to do with that. And another set of 3 mirages. Holy crap. That's different. Yeah, give me 1 second since we've already killed them. All right. So that was fun. Melody took a ridiculous amount of damage because they just all wanted to gang up on her. Rhodey levels up to 14 and learns lightning magic. So he's actually our first person to learn a bolt spell, which kind of depresses me that Arthur gets nothing. Alright, and we find the Druid's Robe, which is actually really, really good armor for Melody, which is about time because, yeah. Raises her defense up to 65, meaning her defense would now be 2 higher than Rhodey, but it also increases her breath defense to 45. And since we've been having a little bit of problems with breath defense, that's actually something really, really helpful. Let's go ahead and heal Melody while we're at it. Alright, so, like I said, you could go after the chest ghost. They do give really good XP, and I think you can use fairies on them, but I'm just not gonna mess with it because that's just a whole lot I know that I don't want to get involved in. Alright, so now we go upstairs, and I believe we go to the right is where we need to go, We're supposed to go upstairs and to the left. Okay, so let's go up to the left. That's where we're gonna go. I mean, the mansion is mostly one big circle except for the first floor. The first floor is really the only one that has, you know, spots that are, limited. So there's a door back behind us, but it is locked, so we can't do anything about it at the moment. There is, however, something coming up as we deal with a new skeleton enemy, Skull Warrior. So this is a skeleton with armor and a dopey looking hat. Alright, well it's just a single enemy, so let's just focus all of our attacks on him. I am burning through Rhodey's MP like crazy with all these groups of enemies, but there's really no worry about that. You don't get any MP restorative item. Well, I mean, you get a couple, but you don't get many MP restorative items in this game. So, but burning through MP, not that much of a problem considering you can just leave you can egress the dungeon and just, you know, go from there. Alright, so I believe it's right here on the corner. If we examine this painting, the painting of a fairy, we will find an incubus. So, yay! Linkness Park. He tried so hard and got so far, but got stuck in a painting. That's one thing that's not really described. Why are all these pixies just kind of randomly, like, thrown about the world? Are they imprisoned here? Are we freeing them, and thus that's why they're joining us to repay the service? Like, what is going on with any of this? Alright, so that one's locked. Can't do anything there. So we're gonna keep going this way, and we're gonna get into a fight with the twin head, Joy. So, excuse me for 1 second. Alright, I'm beginning to believe breath defense is just a damn lie. Because Melody has 10 higher breath defense now, and she's taking the same amount of damage she was before. That tells me that there's really not much to that. At least it seems like. Because what is everyone's breath defense? So she has 45. Arthur has 27. And yet they're taking the same amount of damage. Yeah. Alright, and another fight, another Skull Warrior. Let's leave. Oh, and some of these guys. Some Mirages. Alright. That's... I'm okay with that. We're gonna attack the Skull Warrior. We got lightning. Does that start off? That starts off as an AoE, so let's go ahead and do that. We haven't seen lightning yet. Let's see what lightning looks like. Lightning looks very green in this game to me. I don't know. Like, I don't imagine lightning as green. I kind of imagined it would have been, you know, yellow, or like a light blue, or even white. Power Elemental. And I sneeze on you. That's about it. Summon Linger. Oh, goody. Let's hope that no one's speed gets lower from this. That would just not be fun at all. Oh, and it worked on 2. You are just obnoxious. Alright, so lightning. Sad thing is I don't really think lightning does that much more damage, so we'll just stick to Brutal Fire, which is great because we get power Brutal Fire this time, so that's... And takes out... It'll take out the Mirages, so that's good. Hopefully the, Ow! And you attack again! You are just the worst. really... I don't like the skeletal enemies. They do seem to attack multiple times in a row, which is surprising considering they don't have muscles. So how do you have the reflexes for that? Alright. So let's heal, because that was fun. And where am I? I am right there. So let's see if we can get into... There's a room next to us, and I don't know if we can actually get into it. Probably not, because most of these rooms are locked. I really didn't need to do that. That was 1 HP. That was kind of silly, but okay. So there's a room over here. But of course, there's going to be enemies. So give me a second, I'm just going to cut this one out. That's not worth seeing again. Alright, so that was fun. And we can go in this room. Excellent. That means there are going to be some treasures in this room. There's one on this table. Mithril ore. And then there is another one hidden behind, but we can't do anything with it because we're missing the book. The book goes there. So then we gotta come back here. That'll be fun. Once we get the book. So we gotta get the holy water. Which, where is the holy water, he asks. Oh, it's there? Okay, watch me not be able to get there. Okay. Maybe we can go the long way around. Let's try going the long way around. So we're gonna go the long way around, which is... This is gonna be entertaining. I promise. Except it's not. It's not gonna be entertaining. It's gonna have crap like this in the way. Like, where did the moth come from? Really? Okay, give me 1 second to dispose of these guys. I mean, on the upside, these enemies aren't terribly difficult. They don't take a while. They're just kind of obnoxious. Alright, Arthur levels up, and 15 gets spark magic, so Arthur now has an AoE. That is just wonderful. And hey, look! People to use it on! Alright, I'll leave this fight in, because I don't think we're gonna have time to make it where I need to make it. So, we're just going to, use Spark, Brutal Fire, and Elemental. And we'll see how this goes, because this will be entertaining. I don't know what Arthur's magic damage is going to be like. It's going to be interesting to see, to say the least. So, he's doing about 40 points of damage a hit, so she's doing 30. Let's see how much damage Spark level 1 does. 44 points of damage to the Skull Warrior. 38. Alright. Arthur is kind of a badass. That's really just all there is to it. And thank you for doing 30 points of damage to me in 1 attack round. I hate that. And 55 points of damage on a power attack. And power attack after power attack, he just goes down like a sack of potatoes. Alright, so, like I said, we're going to go the long way. It looks like it's locked. Yeah, I can't go this way. So I've got to either go up and around, or I've got to go around the other way. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to egress. Going to go back to town, stay at the inn, recover my HP and MP, and sell off some stuff, because I've got a couple of things that I don't need anymore. Like the robe, the other glove, etc. So I'm going to sell that and stay at the inn, recover, and when I come back, I'll start off at the entrance of the mansion again, and we'll see if I can figure out how to get to the holy water, because we need the holy water. So until then, later everyone.